We were looking at the sentence having a subject. We are looking at a sentence having a subject. Now we are going to look at a sentence has a verb. Let's identify the verbs in the sentence. Okay. So next we are doing, what are the three parts? Subject, verb and object. Now we are going to look at the verb. Okay. I'll write some sentence here and you will identify the verbs in the sentence. The subject of a sentence is followed by, so you know where will the subject be? It is in the beginning of a sentence. The subject is normally followed by a verb. So it's very easy to identify the verb. Okay? And the verb is the most important part of the sentence because it is telling us what is the subject doing. What is happening? What has the subject done to the object? So it's very, you ask all this question, you can find out. Now I'll write down some sentences. The old man kicked. The old man kicked the dog. And the next one, the snake killed the rat. Next we have, she broke a plate. And then you have another sentence here. My brother caught a bird. And finally, I have another sentence. My dad has a dog. Now, we are looking at the verb in the sentence. Now, in this sentence, which is the subject? Old man. Here, the snake. Here, she, the subject. Here, my brother, my dad. Now, this is the subject. What are we looking at? We are looking at the subject, the old man, snake, she, my brother, dad. Now, we know from the last exercise how to identify the subject. Now, you must look at the subject. You must always remember the verb follows the subject. Since you know the subject is the old man, what is the verb? What is the action he's doing? Kicked. So, we are going to circle the verbs. What are we doing here? Circle, identify and circle the verbs in the sentence. So, we are circle the verbs in these sentences. So we have sentences here and we are supposed to circle the sentences. Which is the subject? The old man. What is the action the old man is doing? The old man kicked. So what is the object here? The object is the dog. The old man kicked the dog. So you have the subject, the verb is circled. What object did he kick? The dog. Okay. Next, circle the verb in the next sentence. The snake killed the rat. What is snake? The subject. What did the snake do? Killed. That's the verb. Action. What action the subject is doing? The snake killed. What is the object here? The object that the snake killed is the rat. Got it? Okay. Next we have, she broke a plate. She is the subject. What did she do? She did something. She broke. What object she broke? The plate. So you know how to identify the verb, the action that's going on. Now, in the next sentence, my brother caught a bird, which is the subject. The main person is my brother. The main person. What is he doing? What has he done? He caught. That's the verb. My brother caught what? What is the object he's been catching? The bird, a bird. Here, what is the subject here? My dad. What does he have? He has a dog. That's a verb. He has. What is the object? Dog. Now, let's look at all these sentences, circling the verbs in a sentence. What did we learn? A sentence has a subject, it's got a verb, and it's got an object. So, something is done to the object. What is the subject here? The snake. What is the verb? Killed. What is the object here? Rat. What has been done to it? It's been killed. The rat is killed. Now, what is the subject here? She. Where is the verb? Broke. What did she break? What object should she break? Plate. Now, my brother is the subject here. He caught. That is the, caught is the verb. What did he catch? He caught a bird. So that is the object. Subject, verb, object. And here, my dad is the subject here. What does he have? He has. That's the verb. A dog is the object. In every sentence, there is a subject. There is an action done to the object. So you have an object, you have a verb, you have a subject. 3 parts in a sentence. Learning to identify the verb is what we have done now. Now, next what we are going to do is, we will underline the objects. Okay? Now you circle the verbs. Okay? Next you can do is underline. Underline the object. We learned, we are going to underline the object. We learned there is sentence has got a subject. We learned to circle all the verbs. Verbs are action words. What is the action word? Kicked, killed, broke, caught, has. Now, every sentence has an object. The subject does something to an object. What is the object? Here, the old man kicked the dog. Now, what object? Dog. So you underline. What did the old man do? Old man kicked. Old man is the subject. Verb kicked. Which object? The dog. So you underline the object. The dog. Second sentence, the snake killed the rat. The snake, what did he do? He killed. Where is the object? What is the object the snake killed? The snake killed the rat. Underline the object, rat. The next sentence we have, she broke a plate. The subject, she. What action she do? She did break a plate. She broke. Now, object. What object did she break? Plate. Plate is the object. Alright? And the next sentence you have, my brother caught a bird. My brother is the subject. What did he catch? He caught. That is the verb. What? What did he catch? He caught a bird, a bird. A bird, this is the object that he caught. Subject, action, object. And the last sentence we have, my dad has a dog. My dad has an old dog, young dog, a puppy, whatever it is. My dad is the subject. What does he have? He has a dog. What object? What is the object he has? He has a dog. Understood? So now, we learned to circle the verbs in this sentence. we learned to underline the object. What else did we learn? A sentence makes complete sense. A group of words that will make complete sense. It begins with a capital letter, it ends with a full stop or question mark or exclamation mark. Now, every sentence begins with a capital letter, every sentence must end with something, question mark or full stop. Every sentence has a subject followed by an action word, that's a verb. Every sentence must have an object, a subject and object. And the subject follows the action word, that's a verb. So there are 3 parts to every sentence. Having learned a sentence having 3 parts, subject, verb, object, a sentence begins with the capital letter, it ends with a full stop, exclamation or a question mark, whatever. Now we're going to further learn there are 4 kinds of sentences. We learned a sentence, the group of words that make complete sense. That sentence, there are 4 different types of sentence. And while doing the exercise, you will understand to segregate this sentence from that sentence. So, there are 4 kinds of sentences. So, we are going to learn now kinds of sentence. Okay? Now, first we look at the sentence, then we will discuss how to identify what does this sentence say, what are we looking for, kinds of sentences. Kinds of sentences. A sentence can make a statement. Can it? Yes? A sentence, first we are going to look at it. A sentence can make a statement. A sentence can make. A sentence can make a statement. Can make a statement. Now I'll put a few sentences for you. Okay. 1. The sun. The sun a sentence, kinds of sentences. A sentence can make a statement. The sun rises in the east. I said a sentence can make a statement. Now I am making a statement. The sun rises in the east. Look at the sentence. What is the sentence telling you? It's making a statement, a true statement. Statement can be true or false. The sun rises always rises in the east. Okay? Now, the boys made a noise. The boys made a noise. That's another statement. A sentence can make a statement. The sun rises in the east. The boys made a noise. Another statement. Sam will not visit us today. Sam. A statement can be right or wrong, positive or negative. Okay. Now, the sun rises in the east. I can also make another statement. The sun does not rise in the south. Statement. Positive, negative. Okay. Here, I say Sam will not Sam will not visit us tomorrow. Will not visit us tomorrow. Now look at this sentence. Sam will not visit us tomorrow. Okay, another one. John is fond of oranges. Now we conclude a sentence that states or declares something. It's called a declarative sentence or affirmative or assertive. We are talking about a sentence. A sentence can make a statement. Here I have put down 4 sentences. It makes a statement. What does it say? It says, the sun rises in the east. It's a statement. The boys made a noise. It's a statement. Sam will not visit us tomorrow. It's a negative statement. John is fond of oranges. It's a statement. So, a sentence can make a statement. Now, I'm telling you, a sentence that states, what does it state here? Or declares something. It's called a declarative sentence. So, what does this sentence that states here? What does it declare? It declares the sun rises in the east. What does it declare here? The boys made. What did they declare here? Some will not be coming tomorrow. And John fond. So, all these statement sentences, they're telling something. What does it tell? What did they declare? It declares sun rises in the east, yes. The boys made noise. The Sam will not be visiting us. And John likes orange. All these are what we call it, they're declaring something. They're telling something. So, or they're affirming something. What does he affirm here? We say sun rises in the east. Yes, it will always rise in the east. Boys made. We say this is the declarative. We're declaring, yes, who made? The boys made noise. And John, he likes oranges. Sam will not become. We are declaring. We are making a statement, and these kind of sentences that affirm, that means they are telling very strongly, boys made noise. We are telling very strongly, it's a declarative sentence. What kind? Declaring, affirming, saying and assert. We are strongly saying assertiveness. Assertive, affirmative, declarative, they are all one type of sentence. So what are we learning today? We have learned the sentence make a statement. And here, what we are doing here is, we are doing what is called a declarative sentence. Okay. Now, a declarative sentence can be positive or negative. Now, I have a negative declarative sentence here. That is, Sam will not visit us tomorrow. Or I can say, John is not fond of oranges. Negative declarative sentence. The boys did not make a noise. Negative declarative sentence. The sun does not rise in the east. So, a sentence that states, declares something is called a, so we can say that these are declarative sentence. D-E-C-L-A-R-A-T-I-V-E. Declarative sentences. Declaring. They're declaring something, they're affirming something, and they are asserting something. Yes, the boys made noise. Sun rises in the east. John is fond of oranges. Okay. Declarative. A-T-I-V-E. A-T-I-V-E. Okay. So, What did we learn today? There are 4 kinds of sentences. Kinds of sentences. And we have done one kind. The first kind is declarative sentence. What do we know? A sentence can make a statement. It can be affirmative. It can be assertive. And we call such sentences declarative sentence. We will do more in the form of exercises for you to grasp better.